Welcome back to the Explainer. So, if you're using AI daily, and let's be honest, we all are, you might want to sit down for this. What if I told you that almost half of those carefully crafted, super secret prompt hacks you've been hoarding over the last year are, well, completely useless? Today, we are diving into some seriously groundbreaking research from CLSkillsHub that exposes a phenomenon we're calling the prompting placebo. Let's look at how hard facts are finally replacing pure guesswork.
Okay, let's just dive right into our roadmap for today. We're going to hit 1. The prompting placebo, 2. Proof in action, 3. Core products and pricing, 4. Premium services, and then wrap it all up with 5. The bottom line.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the prompting placebo.
So here's the thing. There's been this massive, totally unchecked problem brewing in the developer and AI communities. We see these endless, heated arguments over pro tips that are basically just unverified hunches. It's kind of wild, right? You've got some of the absolute smartest engineers in the world spending months fiercely debating prompt phrasing on the internet without ever actually scientifically measuring the results. But then we get this number, 47%. That is the failure rate discovered when the creator of CLSkillsHub, a solo developer named Samarth Bhamare, actually built a rigorous testing rig. Over 3 months, he ran controlled A/B tests on 120 of those viral Claude prompt codes you see everywhere. He used fresh contexts per trial, ran a fixed battery of 24 complex tasks across writing, coding, and analysis, the whole shebang. And with outputs rated blindly by independent reviewers, 47% of those widely shared codes turned out to be pure placebo. They showed literally zero significant lift over just typing a basic, everyday prompt.
Now, you're probably thinking, well, what are the remaining 53% actually doing? Well, out of more than 160 tested codes, get this, only 7 actually shift Claude's underlying reasoning. The rest, they just change the mask. They change how the AI sounds, not what it actually thinks. So the AI might put on a slightly different tone or, reorganize its formatting, but the core logic remains completely unchanged. Honestly, this data acts as a massive wake-up call for anyone relying on untested prompts to do their heavy intellectual lifting.
Moving right along to Section 2, Proof in Action. Okay, it's one thing to hear the stats, but you really need to see the stark contrast in these text outputs when they're actually applied to a real-world task. Look at this. On the left, we've got a standard Claude response, full of those vague, non-committal trade-offs we all know so well. It might be worth considering, perhaps, though, of course, there are many ways to look at it. I mean, come on, that's classic AI hedging. It doesn't help you actually make a decision. But then, look on the right. This is the output after applying a verified CLSkillsHub code called L99, also known as kill the hedge. It actively forces a decisive committed answer. Trade-off, faster ship, weaker tests. Ship it, harden in week 2. Boom! Not only does this verified code bump decisiveness up by 2 full tiers, but it also cuts token usage by 38%. And yes, this is verified to work across models like Claude Sonnet 4.6, Opus 4.7, Haiku 4.5, and Claude Code 2.x. It's a real game changer.
So, that brings us to Section 3, Core Products and Pricing.
Before we even look at the specific tools CLSkillsHub built based on this research, we absolutely have to talk about their financial model, because it is a breath of fresh air. They rely on one-time pricing, lifetime updates, no subscriptions, no seat counts, and 0 upsells. In an industry where recurring monthly fees are basically the standard everywhere you look, this platform is offering an incredibly transparent, consumer-friendly approach. You just pay once for the empirical research and its ongoing updates. Simple as that.
Let's break down these highly accessible DIY products. Actually, wait, before you even buy anything, if you just want to learn the methodology, they have a massive 40-page guide with 12 chapters and 8 industry playbooks available completely for free. But for the tested assets, you can grab the cheat sheet starting at $14.99. That includes all 160-plus tested codes with their exact before and after token deltas. If you're a developer using the CLI, there's a Claude Code plugin for $19 that gives you 5 slash commands and 7 skills. And for more comprehensive workflows, there's the Sales Agent Pack. This is a local-first desktop app featuring 10 founder voices where you bring your own API key, and that ranges from $50 to $150.
Now, this builds into some really specialized territory with their industry packs, which are tailored for specific enterprise ecosystems. Live right now at launch prices, they've got the SAP Prompt Pack for $49, featuring 50 prompts for basis, ABAP, functional, and architect roles. Similarly, the Salesforce Pack gives you 50 governor-safe prompts for $49 as well. And then, shipping in the next 30 days and taking waitlist signups right now,
They have a production playbook, which is a 120-page field manual for $79, and agent templates, offering 20 production-ready agents for tasks like PR review and bug triage for $129.
All right, stepping it up to Section 4, Premium Services.
So for small development groups that need a bit more coverage, the Skills 5-seat team pack is a straightforward $199. But the real standout offerings for enterprise are the done-for-you engagements. You can book a comprehensive prompt audit for $499 or get a custom agent build perfectly bespoke for your company starting at $2,000. And you know what the best part of this model is? These are fixed-price engagements run personally by the creator. That means absolutely no sales reps to negotiate with and no painful discovery call gauntlets to suffer through. It is just a direct line to applied, A/B-tested knowledge for your business.
Let's wrap this whole thing up with Section 5, the bottom line.
So we've looked at the massive failure rate of prompts, the verified proof of what actually works, and the highly specific tools and payment plans addressing this. But why is adopting this rigorous approach absolutely necessary for everyone? Well, because relying on placebos literally wastes your time, it burns through your compute tokens, and it drains your money. So here is a really clear progression you can take today to fix your AI prompting issues. Step 1. Just stop using unverified viral prompts immediately. Step 2. Go take the free 2-minute audit quiz on the CLSkillsHub website to see exactly where your systems are leaking efficiency. And Step 3. Implement empirically tested codes, whether that's by grabbing their free 40-page guide or utilizing that $14.99 cheat sheet.
I think this quote brilliantly hits the nail on the head regarding the real-world impact of making that switch viral that week. Now, if you're not familiar, cargo culting basically means blindly copying a process without actually understanding why it works, just crossing your fingers and hoping for the same result. By using hard data, teams can finally end those exhausting debates and stop blindly imitating social media trends.
Which leaves us with this final, really vital question for you to ponder as you evaluate your own daily workflows. Are you still cargo culting viral AI prompts, or are you finally ready to invest in what actually works? When 47% of your daily toolkit might be a complete illusion, I'd say it's high time to demand empirical proof from the tools we rely on. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this deep dive with the Explainer. I hope this brought some serious clarity to your day. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and for sure, keep relying on the data.